I'm going to show you how to join these squares. So what you do is you've got your first square and this is your second square. So what you do is you crochet up to round 4. Then when you start round 5, you just do one side. So you crochet this side. So from here you're working on round 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you double crochet 2 into the same space, then chain 1, then double crochet 2, chain next 1 space, double crochet 2 into that space, and then chain 1. Then at the corner here you double crochet 2, and then you join into the corner there. You slip stitch, and then you double crochet 2 into the same corner, 2, and then you slip stitch into the next space here on square 1. You slip stitch into there, and yarn over, then you double crochet 2 in onto the second square into that space there, and then you slip stitch joining the first square, and then yarn over, double crochet into the second square into the space there. So I'll show you again. You slip stitch into here, yarn over, then you double crochet 2 into this. So you're joining as you go. So you are working your round 5 on the second square while you are joining the 2 squares together. Okay, then you are at the corner, you do 2 double crochets into that space, and then you slip stitch joining the first square into the corner of the first square, yarn over, and then you double crochet 2 into that square. So yeah, that's how it looks. So you've got your 2 squares joined together, and then from there you finish off round 5 on square 2. Chain 1, double crochet 2. So this will be the last 2 for the round. So chain 1 and then double crochet 1 into the corner, and then finish the round by a slip stitch into the back of the third chain, and then you fasten off. So that's the end of your round 5. So this is how it looks like. So you've got your first square and your second square joined together. So from here you continue with your squares. You're going to have square 3 here, square number 3. So this is the first square and this is the second one. So just 1, 2. So we're going to work on square number 3. And when you look at the chart here, you've got your 3 colors that you're going to use for square number 3. So you continue with the squares until you have 12 squares lengthwise. So we're going to have 10 more squares, joining them this way. Today's day 3 and I have managed to finish 12 squares. This is the first 12 squares of the blanket. I'll show you on the chart. So I've managed to crochet these 12 in 2 days. So I'm going to crochet 6 squares today, and I'm going to show you how to join this square to the top row. So you do the first side, and then on the second side you join the square to square one. So when you're joining the squares, the insides will face each other, and then you will join to the corner here. So you slip stitch into that corner, and then yarn over, and then you do 2 double crochets in there, in that space there. And then you go back to square one, you slip stitch there, and then you go to square 14, you do your 2 double crochet, and then you go back to square one, you slip stitch, and then you go back to the square that you're working on, and then you do 2 double crochet. Okay, slip stitch, then you go back. So you're at the corner now, you work 2 double crochet in that corner, and then you slip stitch into that corner, and then you work another 2 double crochet in the same corner. And then you chain 1, and then you finish your square, your corner, your blanket corner there. So this is square 1, 2 up to 12, and then this is square 13. I'm going to join square 14. So you have your 4 rounds, so 1 2 3 4, and then your 5th round you just do one side, and then you join to the next square. So here I'm joining to square 2, and I will join this into that corner here. So your yarn should be behind your hook. So you pick a loop there, you do your slip stitch, and then you double crochet into the corner space, and then from there you slip stitch into square number 2, and then you yarn over, and then you do 2 double crochet into that space there. Okay, slip stitch, 2 double crochet in that space there, slip stitch, and then 2 double crochet, and then you go into that space, do your slip stitch, so when you get to the corner here, it's a bit tricky and fiddly, but it's very easy once you get the hang of it. So you do your 2 double crochet in the corner space, 1 2, you insert your hook into that space there, and then into that space there, and then you pull through your yarn, you do a slip stitch there, then yarn over, and then you do 2 double crochet into the same corner space, and then you continue with your joining the squares. So you do a slip stitch there, and then you do double crochet into that space, and then you do slip stitch, and then 2 double crochet stitches into that space. Then you're at the corner, do 2 double crochet into that space, and then you do your slip stitch, and then 2 double crochet into the same corner, and then chain 1. Then you finish your square. Okay, and then you fasten off. So we've got square 13 and square 14 joined. Okay, I hope you managed to see what I did there. Okay, I'll do another corner there just in case you missed it, but it's very easy to do. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be okay. Okay, so we're at the corner here. So you do your 2 double crochets into the corner, then you insert your hook into that space there, through into that space there, and then you do a slip stitch, and then yarn over, and then do another 2 double crochet into the same corner space, and then you do a slip stitch into that space, and then 2 double crochets into there, slip stitch, and then you do your last double crochet into that space, and then you slip stitch into the back of the third chain, and then you slip stitch into that space, then chain 1. And that's it. That's how you join the squares.